A quartet of already not-so-young sport sharpshooters find themselves on vacation at the Thailand-Myanmar border. There, they learn that local gangsters have kidnapped the daughter of one of them. When the local police refuse to act, they decide to take her rescue into their own hands. They manage to save the girl, but on their way home, the criminals attack their tourist bus and take all the passengers hostage. The veterans are forced to pick up their weapons again, but this time, the element of surprise is not on their side. Even though Chinese online cinema is in a deep crisis, it doesn't mean the industry now only produces rare prestige projects and utter low-budget garbage. Mid-budget films haven't disappeared, there are just far fewer of them because their producers are trying to hedge their bets and scrape together funding from wherever they can. The creators of the action comedy Elderly Expendables Team managed to strike a deal with the authorities of Yixian County, who agreed to partially finance the film to attract more tourists. To achieve this, the filmmakers had to rewrite several scenes, relocating the action to places the local tourism department wanted to promote. However, this allowed them to kill two birds with one stone. They got access to picturesque locations and a relatively decent budget. This enabled them to make a perfectly honest action film where the forests are green, the lakes shimmer, cars race, and bullets whiz. At times, the creators seem to get carried away with the visuals, and Elderly Expendables Team turns into a garish comic book, complete with a bathtub for two installed right in the middle of the jungle. Apparently, the creators of Elderly Expendables Team drew inspiration from the well-known Western action comedy duology R.E.D., which featured super agents on the verge of retirement. In Elderly Expendables Team, aside from the budgets which are clearly an order of magnitude or two lower, the premise is even more far-fetched. The main characters aren't even professional fighters, but athletes. But the film doesn't take itself seriously. The authors deliberately chose a light, semi-comedic tone that smooths over the rough edges and quickly sets the viewer up for a casual, even frivolous entertainment experience. Elderly Expendables Team features smart casting. The main positive role is played by Hai-Feng, who built his career on portraying tough military and police characters. Here, he also doesn't let go of his weapon, but adds a heavy dose of humor, even partly poking fun at his usual heroic image. The filmmakers also found colorful actors for the villain roles, including master screen scoundrel Wang, plastic beauty Xuan-Ru, and the outright comical Li Bo. Altogether, this adds up to a film that isn't outstanding, but is quite pleasant. Exactly the kind of cool, unpretentious Chinese online cinema we thought we had almost lost. And while Elderly Expendables Team doesn't aspire to be a major hit or a genre breakthrough, sometimes it's precisely these kinds of films that we miss. The ones that remind us that movies can simply entertain without promising anything more.